If you ever feel like trying to focus right now at your work, it's getting harder and harder every single day. When you get on to work, get to your workplace, and you try to focus on the work, suddenly like there's some unknown forces trying to pull that focus out of you straight away, and this video is definitely for you. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you own a business, if you're in corporate, or maybe a freelance, doesn't matter, everything's the same. I will basically break it down to 4 simple tips that you can do immediately without any kinds of tools, no apps, nothing. Just simple tips that you can do immediately to focus on your work. Okay, for the first tip, it's simple. Try to understand what is the source of the things that trying to distract you every single time. So basically, there are only 2 things that has the capabilities to do this. Either it's an object or it's another people. If it's object, it could be basically your phone notification, or maybe a sound of a ringing telephone at someone else's desk, or maybe it's like a printing machine and fax and everything, or they are basically people. And if we're talking about people, it's basically quite hard. We will get to that part. But the first time, let's talk about product itself. If there's an object itself, say if it's basically an object, the phone keeps on ringing. You just simply have to turn it off. Or maybe your notification keeps on popping. Just put it on silence. You're not supposed to look at your phone while you're working, okay? So put that down and trying to maximize your time on your work. Just try to get those things off. If those things are basically just popping out sound every single time, try to move somewhere else, okay? If those things are not possible, then try to take care of work that is basically could handle those kinds of sounds. And next is about the people. So basically people is quite hard. So you can't just shut people down, okay? You can't tell them like, please shut up. No, you need them because maybe there would be work related toward these people. But there are basically 2 things that you can do, simple things. So the first one is maybe try to check, can you basically get out of the place? Get out of this condition where there are lots of people speaking, talking to another, and maybe sometimes they're basically gossiping about anything. Try to get yourself out of that condition. If those things aren't possible, or maybe you have desktop computers, which means they are basically locked in at your desk. So what you can do is basically try to show them indirectly that you are actually doing something. You are basically trying to solve something and you need to focus. And there are quite a few simple steps that you can do. So the first one, it's like you can say to yourself like, oh, this thing's quite hard, or maybe, oh, how about this thing? I still doesn't get it. So your gesture, your body language, maybe mumbling about something, people will suddenly just realize, oh, this guy is basically doing something. She's basically trying to do something of work that maybe that we need to just let her be. Let's not talk here. And it's basically work time, right? So try to get to maximize those gestures. Next is what you basically can do. Basically try to split your work into 2. There are things that you can do with these people talking, or there are some kind of type of work that you can't do at all while these people are talking. So focus on maximizing, tackling those kind of work that you can actually do quite a bit while they're talking. And when they're done talking, then you got your time to finish the things that you can't do when they're talking, things that you need to do with full-time focus. Now the second tip, it's simple. Try to basically decide what you are going to do at the moment. So it's basically really simple. And most people, they just come to office, they sit on their chair, toward their desk, toward their computer, but their mind are basically blank. They doesn't know what to do. Yeah, they know they wanted to do something, but they're just basically out of places. So what I mean by that is basically you just need to understand what are the 3 up to 5 things that you have to do that time, that specific time. We're not talking about the whole day yet, just that one specific time. Say I need to finish this report, or I need to send email to Mr. X, Y, and Z. I need to schedule up meetings. I need to check on my teams about their progress. So just do those list of simple tasks that you need to do right away. And by doing that, you will basically reject your mind to going out of places because you are already understand that these things are basically the urgent ones. I need to take care of this. So just take care of those small things first, and the bigger ones will be done immediately after the smaller things are done. So that's what you can do. Now for the third step, and this one is really important because you need to log in. And what I mean by that is basically you have this short amount of time where you dedicate your time, dedicate your effort doing these things, doing this kind of work that you need to get it done on this specific closed windows. Just log in, protect it aggressively. Thus, you need to make sure that nothing's basically disturbing you. So you need to make sure that you don't checking up on your phone, you don't scrolling social media, you don't browsing news, what's happening on the world right now. Is there are there wars, or are there any kinds of political parties problems with A and B or C? No, basically you need to log in, focus on what you want to do, and try to maximize your time, your energy, and just get those disturbances away. Don't let anyone talk to you, and again, don't let yourself to be swayed away because I want to check out on my favorite artist. Has she released her new album or something? On those specific kind of traits, those specific kinds of time, you need to protect it aggressively so no one's disturbing you. And by doing that routine after each section, you can just, okay, I'm done. Now you can unlock, and basically you're done for the moment. After that, you are away. You can take breaks. You can talk to your friend. You can check your phones again. But remember, only do that after those specific tasks are done. And for the fourth tip, the final one, is basically try to plan for the next day as specific as you can, because this is really important. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Just like the days when you don't know what to do, you don't know the specific or the single task list that you need to do, and you just suddenly your mind goes blank and you're just basically everywhere, and suddenly you're losing focus and you're losing the mood to work. So to prevent that, you need to plan for the next day. Okay, just try to get a brief of what are the things that's basically urgent. Says maybe like your boss needs to compile a report about the financial analysis that you've been working on for the past weeks. Try to get that on. Or maybe you need to check on your marketing team about the upcoming campaigns they've been doing. Try to get that on. Or things that are basically specifics, basically urgent, or maybe related to more than one people. Try to get those things done first, because after that, when you're no longer have to deal with other person or a group of people, the things will just rolling out eventually. So plan the specific and most urgent things first, and most importantly for the next day. So basically, that is all that we can talk about the 4 simple tips that you can do to basically just maximize your time, maximize your energy, and definitely increasing your focus at work. If there's anything that you want to discuss in the next time, let me know in the comment, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.